Okay, here's your warm-up help for week number 5. So number 1 said solve 55 plus 10 plus 7 plus 10. Remember, you're lining up your decimals, not the numbers, the decimals. So as I do this problem, I got 55, 10, 7, 10. When I add all that together, I should get 82. Okay, number 2 is, again, put your decimal behind it. You're subtracting decimals. So I got 75 minus 40. Line up my decimals, and I get 35 for my answer. Okay, number 3, you're multiplying, then adding. So I'm going to multiply first. I'm going to say 12 times 4 is 48. Then I'm going to say 48 plus 8 will give me the answer of 56. Okay, number 4, you were dividing, so you have to set it up correctly. So first of all, you want to make sure you get your right numbers. Do not forget to put your decimal, move it up to your quotient. Now, does 4 go into 0? The answer, does 8 go into 4? The answer is no, 0 times. Does 8 go into 45? The answer is yes, 5 times. Does 8 go into 50? Yes, the answer is 6 times. I have to add a 0, bring it down. Does 8 go into 20? Yes, 2 times. I have to add a 0, bring it down. And does 8 go into 40? The answer is yes, 5 times. So my answer to this problem is 56 and 25 hundredths. Okay, now I got some like fractions. I'm adding 5 sevenths plus 3 sevenths plus 1 seventh. Since the denominator is the same, I keep my denominator. I'm just going to add 5 plus 3 plus 1 gives me 9 sevenths. 9 sevenths is an improper fraction, so I want to divide it out. And my answer would be 1 and 2 sevenths. Okay, number 6, again, like fractions, so I'm subtracting, I keep my denominator. 5 minus 2 is 3. 3 6 can be simplified, so I know 3 goes into 3 one time, 3 goes into 6 two times, so my simplified answer will be 1/2. You could have done this one of many ways. The first thing that I noticed was 4/8 is 1/2. And 5/10 is 1/2. So I simplified first, and that way I'm going to get 1 over 4, which would be my answer. If you did not want to simplify first, you did not have to, which I'm sure most people just multiply then simplified. So if I just multiply, I'm going to get 4 times 5 is 20. 8 times 10 is 80. At this point, I need to simplify it. The first thing that comes to my mind is 10 goes into it. And then after that, 2. And I still get the answer of 1 over 4. Okay, number 8, you're dividing fractions, so you just want to remember to keep, change, flip. That means keep the first fraction, 4 sevenths. Change division to multiplication and flip your divisor, which is the reciprocal of 3 over 2 is 2 over 3. Now I can multiply. 4 times 2 is 8. 7 times 3 is 21, and that's already in simplest form. Number 10 talked about apples. So again, if you want to organize your data, would probably be the best thing. It said, first of all, there are red apples and there are yellow apples. And the ratio of red apples is 9 to 4, which is my yellow apples. So if I use my scaling, I can fill up my table and I can say, I can multiply this by something, multiply this by the same number. That's my scaling. So I'm going to say multiply by 2. So if I multiply 9 times 2, I get 18. If I multiply 4 times 2, I get 8. And if you look at your table there, there are exactly 18 apples and 8 yellow apples. The answer to this problem would be B. Okay, this one right here is number 10. It says which statement is false. A ratio compares two quantities by division. That would be a ratio 1/2, 1 ... 2, or 1/2. A rate compares quantities that have different units. That is true, like 14 miles per gallon for gas or something like that, or pounds per ounce. Equivalent ratios are ratios that name a different unequal. That is false, so my answer to this one would be C.